Let's talk about one of the biggest moments on your kite surfing journey, the water start. A key thing that can really help speed up your progression is the type of lesson you take. A lot of people take lessons where they're just learning from the beach, which is great for the safety, theory, learning how to fly the kite, but when you get to actually being on the board and riding, taking a boat style lesson where you go out and you have lots of space is a game changer for speeding up your progression on getting up and getting riding, because you just get 1,000 more reps than someone learning on the beach. So keep that in mind. Not everyone has the option, but if you have the option to take a boat style lesson, now is the time, because it's going to speed up your progression 10x. Okay, so let's talk about actually getting up and getting riding. So when you get to the water starting stage, there's two key skills you want to make sure you are very comfortable with. Skill number one is kite control. You want to be very comfy with two-hand kite control as well as one-hand kite control. And you also want to have your power dive super duper dialed in, because that power dive is your gas pedal. That's what allows you to get up and onto the board, and also allows you to keep going. Your goal here is not to go as hard as you possibly can. You want to feel out how much power you're getting out of those dives before you actually give it enough to get you up and get you riding. So you want to start off slow. Do small little dips. 1, 2, 3. Your goal is to search for that sweet spot where you have just enough power to pull you from your harness and lift you up and get you on the board. Another tip is to help yourself up. Just like you were to go up a set of stairs or someone's helping you up, you want to go with that power. The kite only has that small window of stretch power, so you want to help yourself get onto the board and get riding. So once you've done a couple dives and you've felt it out and you know you're not going to go into a Superman, you can actually send a slightly harder dive to actually lift you up and get you riding. And then once you feel that lift, once you feel like you're starting to get up, you want to point your front foot towards the kite a little bit. You want to go downwind slightly to help yourself get up and get planing. And here's another key step that a lot of people forget. It's your first time on your board, you're excited, there's lots going on, we're really putting your skills to the test. But ideally, you want to try and think about the perfect power dive, which is a dive down. You feel like you're starting to get lift, you're going to put some pressure on the backhand, you're going to let that bar out slightly, and then by the time you actually get up onto your feet, the kite should already be on its way up, back to 12 o'clock, so you can repeat that process, bar in, dive up, and that's going to allow you to not just get up, but also keep power and keep riding. What happens 99% of the time for people's first rides is they do one dip, they get super excited, and they freeze. And they either crash the kite, or they simply lose power because they stop doing that power dive motion. So that is an absolute cheat code. Once you get over the first few goals of like, cool, how to get up, get moving a couple feet, you want to be able to keep that going, and the only way to do that is through follow-up power dives. And once you do, that's where you start thinking about parking the kite and focusing on your edge. Now you want to start edging away from the kite slightly so you can keep tension and keep power, and move your power control from the power dives to your edge and your bar in or your bar out. And then at this stage, now it's just all about practice. The more you try and get up, the more you get time on the water, the more you actually get up and ride, is the better your riding is going to get.